Alright, so we are here. Now everyone, if you'll get your hands into the, where is it? The coaching corner chat, and just type hello for me. Awesome, thank you all for attending. I appreciate your time and your energy here. Okay, so we are going to talk about the Sidomi Mentality. 1 second, I didn't load this up right. Here we go. Alright, so for those who don't know, I am Sidomi. I've been playing sports for over 20 years, and I've played a number of sports in different positions, mostly goalie in lacrosse, hockey, and soccer, and those are all very cerebral positions. The biggest thing about all those positions too is if you don't have a good mentality, you're not going to perform well. You're almost always on an island. You have to command a small fleet of people to do exactly what the game plan is. You have to be able to adapt and react at a hair's notice to a flying puck, a flying ball, anything. So it takes a lot of mental fortitude. And if you show signs of tilting in the worst way possible, that affects your team. So I think I have a decent amount of experience to talk to you about tilting today. So, the Sidomi Mentality. You have to win the battle in your head before you win the battle on the field. And with this, I want to ask everybody, you can answer in the coaching corner, what do you think tilt is? What is tilt? I'll give you time to type it out while I talk a bit about this picture, actually, because it's actually hilarious. Because some people I know do get tilted that quickly, very easily. Okay. Carol says, winners tilt, losers tilt, tilt. Okay. Okay, so be with the slash. I like it. I like it. Ah, DJ. That's a good answer. I like that one. Getting frustrated over time as you don't perform well or lose multiple games. Yes, that is one part of it. The emotional reaction to an unfortunate situation or outcome in a competitive setting. Yes. Let's see what Farquaad's got to say, because I want to see, because you hit the nail pretty much close enough to the head. I like that. All right, cool, perfect. Now, you don't have to answer this, but think of the last time you got really tilted in any game or sport. Okay, I'm talking you got so tilted you like did something you regret. That is deplorable, disgusting, just something you just absolutely am not proud of. Okay. First thing I want to tell you is, happens to the best of us, and I will help you today in figuring out why that happens and how to prevent that from happening. Now, there are two types of tilt. There's positive tilt and there's negative tilt. Positive tilt is one that I don't see people talk about nearly enough, and this is a very fun version of tilt. This is the tilt that we always want to try to strive for if we are getting tilted. Okay? It occurs when a positive force makes you feel more skillful, faster, and more confident in your abilities to play the game. Okay? Whether you score a sick redirect, you're playing people you love, or somehow you just are playing completely out of your mind, you're playing in the best form you've ever played in, and you're doing things you could never, ever experience. Yes, DK, perfect. Adrenaline. Adrenaline's a big part of that. Okay? Now, negative tilt. This is one we're all familiar with. Okay? Very familiar with. Okay? It occurs when a negative force makes you feel as though you're worse at the game or luck isn't on your side. Negative tilt gives you the perception of bad teammates. It shows off your bad personal performance, and can also be triggered by outside life stressors. You could be having a horrible day, and once you get on Rocket League, that's not going to make your day any better, and once you make one mistake, it is amplified by 1,000 times. 1,000 times. Isn't that just momentum? They're both two kinds they're both tilt. If you're going to tilt one way or the other, you can tilt negatively or you can tilt positively. Alright, now, I'm going to give you an example of positive and negative tilt. Hopefully you'll be able to hear the sound here. Here's an example of positive tilt. Now, my basketball friends will understand what this scene is. They will know what happened last night.
They're going to be in a record-setting situation from... Catch and shoot three. David West kept it alive. Klay Thompson, open look. Yes, sir.
Every 24-1.
Draymond just took it from Monte. Klay went to the three-point line and dropped in another one. And the
Pay attention. His teammates popping off, okay? His entire team is feeling it. The entire stadium is feeling it, okay? The only people who are not feeling it is the Pacers.
bench is going nuts.
Wide open look there. They had a 2-on-1, but he and Pachulia didn't choose to take it.
Oh, Clay's feeling it now. Another three.
Side effect of good tilt. You make bad decisions. You make horrible decisions. That was a horrible shot to take. I don't care who you are. No one should take that shot. That was horrible. But he hits it. Klay Thompson. He's feeling it. Okay?
Klay will take it.
27 in a quarter. But when he gets unconscious like that,
It doesn't matter who's in front of him.
I just love the teammates. The Warriors have fun.
Hyping up his teammates.
They're enjoying that. Steph jerseys around him. And kick out Durant. Did well just.
All right. Now, let me show you an example of negative tilt. Summit1G, very popular streamer. All my Twitch friends will recognize this clip probably as well. Not having a good day. We'll watch it. We'll watch.
I'm fucking dead, dude. I'm fucking dead, dude. I'm fucking, yeah. It's just nothing I... Getting offline, guys. Later.
We've had better games.
Yep, punches the monitor. You don't really want to do that. That's not good. Now, we've seen the effects of tilt, besides punching your monitor and taking absolutely nutty shots from the side when you have 10 seconds left. Okay? Positive effects of tilt. You clutter up your comms, you make aggressive plays, you attempt for highlight reel plays, ball hogging, distortion of a sense of time, positive reinforcement of teammates, praising teammates, general enjoyment of the game, and increased teammate expectations. Now, for a Rocket League example, how many times have you been feeling yourself and you've been like, yo, this is like the best I've played in a while, and you find yourself just standing on backboard waiting for a pass? Yes, that has happened. How many times have you been like, you know what, I could probably dribble all three of them and do like a really ridiculous flick that I only try once? Like, how many times have you tried a musty flick out of nowhere and you've never practiced a musty flick ever again in the middle of the game while you're feeling good? Someone has.
I've done that. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. Actually, during an overtime, but whatever. It worked, though. It worked.
Exactly. Now, negative tilt. Your focus drifts away from the game. You're extremely easily distracted. You make aggressive plays. You have a desire to make up for your mistakes. Less comms, or cluttered comms even. You end up distracting your teammates, blaming your teammates. A lot of stress, and the biggest one, losing. How many times have people in here, and this has happened very recently and very commonly with all of us, have you been not having a great game, not having a great series of games, and your comms just disappear completely? Or in some people's case, or one of my cases, you start talking about anything else but the game. Anything else. Like, you start blaming your teammates, being like, my teammates are trash, the people I'm playing against are horrible, the people that I am dealing with are the worst people in the entire world. Oh my god, why can't I get some good teammates? Why is Rocket League and Marxism so trash? Why are these smurfs in my game? Why do I have no one I can queue up with? Why is he going for that boost? Why do I have zero boost? Why is bumping mechanics so everywhere, everywhere. Always happens. Okay? Now, in Coaching Corner, I want y'all to tell me, is tilting bad? In your personal opinion, no right or wrong answers, just let me know. Okay. We have some very interesting answers. I like how broad, I like how wide this thought process is. I like it. Okay, so I like what Script said a lot. In any direction because it leads to inconsistency. So that is not necessarily a bad answer, and I like that answer. But my answer is very close to that. Very close in that, not really. Tilting is not really that bad. Because at the end of the day, you will always get tilted at some point over something. We as humans are emotional creatures, okay? We cannot control what happens in our life and just how we respond to it. And for some of us, if you show up at work and you had a shit 8 hours at work and you come home and play Rocket League, you're going to take it out on Rocket League. If you had a bad day, if you had someone yell at you, if you had someone say something triggering to you, it's going to show in your body. It's just a physiological response. Humans are designed to get tilted. We are designed to pay attention to stressors, sense of danger, sense of urgency, all of that. And the key is managing tilt in both directions. Now, we will want to honestly do our best to prevent negative tilt. Now, here's how I always try to prevent negative tilt. Okay? My first thing always, never self-deprecate to yourself. Ever. Under any circumstances. Some people may think it's funny, but never ever self-deprecate. Because what happens is, the more you self-deprecate, your brain will immediately start to believe that. If I keep telling you, hey, the earth is flat, the earth is flat, the earth is flat, one day you're going to think the earth is flat. Even if you don't, if it's funny, if you think it's not that serious, your brain still thinks about it each and every time. Okay? Not even in game, but in real life too. Do not never self-deprecate to yourself. Okay? When I was younger, I always say like, "Oh, I'm ugly. I'm like the ugliest person in the room." And I never really thought that up until one day I looked in the mirror and I looked and I was like, "Oh, I'm ugly. But y'all see me. I'm beautiful." And now I've started looking in the mirror and telling myself, "Hey, yo, I'm beautiful. I'm very good looking. I'm a very nice guy. I'm very handsome. I'm a goddamn catch." And I know that. And ever since then, I've always thought that, hey, I am beautiful, and it's helped me out. I've been so much more happier with life, all because of that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Carol. I am gorgeous. I know. Thank you. Okay. Number 2. Respect each and every single opponent you play against. Okay. I don't care how much of a piece of shit they are to you in chat, how much of a piece of shit they are to you in game. Your opponent, you will want to respect. The reason why you want to respect your opponents. If you respect someone and truly respect somebody, you're not going to get angry at them as easily. You're not going to get upset at them as easily. You're going to place them higher on the totem pole of where you think. And because if you think lowly of somebody, think of the person you think the least about. The least about. Like the person who you fucking hate and despise. For me, it's a person called Motions AX. Okay? I think he's a piece of shit. I can feel in my heart.
Fuck Carolina, gang. Fuck Carolina.
In my heart, I can already feel like a little bit of like spite, and like I'm thinking really hard about it, and my brain is focused on that now. And that's not good. You don't want to take your focus anywhere away from what you are doing and what you can do to prevent your own tilt. Yes, DJ, that one. That one. Third one, practice consistently. If you practice consistently, if you are doing things in practice that you are used to doing, it will help prevent stress because you won't be like, oh shit, can I make this? In your brain, you'll just be like, okay, I'm going to make this. I want to do this. You're not going to think about it. It'll get you faster Rocket League, better in everything, and your brain will just naturally develop a familiarity to it. Humans like being familiar with things. If we are familiar, that means we are more comfortable, we can do things faster, and we can, dedicate and commit to things easier. Like, think the last time you tried something really hard or really scary, and how like inefficient you were at making a decision or doing other things. For me, it was like talking to girls. That was the most inconsistent thing I was. I never practiced it. So when I got in a situation where I saw a pretty lady, I was like, hi, I just pooped myself. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't poop myself. I mean, and I just start stammering and stuttering and making like self-deprecating jokes and everything. Then I was out of my element. I wasn't comfortable, which added to my stresses, which got me tilted. Okay. Number 4, praise your teammates and your oppositions. If you ever think low of your opposition and they outperform better than you, in your brain you will automatically decide, oh shit, they must be better than me. And that will, and if you think that they are worse than you, that will tilt you instantly. Instantly. Okay? Same thing with your teammates. If you think your teammates are worse than you, when they make a play, you'll be like, oh, it's their fault. It's their fault. You take the power out of your own hands. So you always, always, always want to praise your teammates and your oppositions. If there's a nice shot, just say nice shot. That's no problem. If someone like dicked you on a pass, good pass. If your teammate, if your opponent like demoed you and set up a goal, just be like, yo, nice demo in chat. Because what happens is it helps you more than anything. It doesn't help them as much as it helps you. If anything, it might take away from them because they might be like, okay, they're nice people. I don't feel like, you know, being a dick to them. But for you, praise your teammates, always. Number 5, and this is a big one. This is a really big one that I want all of you to do instantaneously. Okay? It's going to take some time, but it's probably the most important thing you can do here. And I want you to disassociate your Rocket League performance with yourself as a person. Just because, like, you know, DJ played like shit on Tuesday doesn't mean he's a bad person on Wednesday. Okay? Just because I am probably, like, going to be one of the best Rocket League players in the world, who does, not really, but, like, you know, I'll be probably pretty good. I'll be pretty good. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily a great person. Doesn't necessarily, you know, take away or add to my character. Okay? Once you can disassociate your Rocket League performance and yourself, you can then look at yourself analytically and not on a, oh no, I played bad and now I feel bad kind of way. You'd be like, okay, I played bad. Why? I probably ate pizza and had like a carb crash. Okay? There you go. Exactly, that's it. DJ's diamond play can never outshine his ability as a musician and producer. Exactly. Number 6, play with people you enjoy. If there's someone you don't enjoy playing with, don't play with them. It is 2021. We have the internet. There are Rocket League went free to play. There are thousands of people you can play with. If there's someone who you do not enjoy playing with, do not enjoy playing with them. There's somebody on the demo team that I do not enjoy playing with, and I never play with them. They're also never in the server, so I can talk shit all I want. But never, ever, ever sacrifice your bad personality. Sorry, never sacrifice your happiness to just play with somebody else if you don't enjoy playing with them. Okay. Number 7, if you enjoy Rocket League, if you have fun with it. For me and DK probably the same way. We like going for demos. We like going for like bump plays, like all of that. Script likes his double tap aerials. Carol likes to take the ball and just dribble it from one side of the field to the other. Sobi likes to just sauce on people. Like, just have fun with it. Like, do something that's fun for you in-game. Okay? Because like I said, at the end of the day, Rocket League's a game for fun. You want to always, you know, have fun playing it. Okay? Let's do it. Now, let's say you know, you actually get tilted. Well, here's how to manage it. Okay? Number 1, be aware that you are getting tilted. If you are not aware that you're getting tilted, you're not going to be able to take action on it. Okay? So that's the first step. Sit down and be honest with yourself at all times. Sometimes I'll sit down and be like, yay, you know what? I'm tilted. I'm upset. I'm annoyed. How can I fix this? I'm mad I missed that. God damn it. I hate this ball. I hate this game. Then we go to number 2. Untense your muscles. Okay? Like, drop your shoulders. Right now, I know some of you, your shoulders are up. Relax them. Drop them down. There you go. Okay? Relax your shoulders. Relax your hands. That's why I make sure we always stretch. Even if we're not going to be doing Rocket League stuff as much, like in-game things, untensing your muscles is a great way to relax. It helps keep the blood flowing, and it helps you kind of pull away from the game a little bit. Number 3, go for a walk or distract yourself. If you're in the middle of a series and it's game 2 and you got clapped both 2 games, get up, take a walk, go to the bathroom, get up, ask for a server reset, stand up, lay down on your bed for a second, check your phone, move your legs, distract yourself, watch like a meme video, just, you know, break away. If you're not in the middle of a series, but you have a bit more time, like, you know, take a break. Drop in free play, drop in, you know, watch a replay of like some, you know, shots you did, take step away from the computer, uninstall for the day, whatever you got to do that. Number 5, accept the loss of the battle but not the war. This is especially important for series and for a season. You're not going to win every game. Okay? That is just a fact of life. You're not going to win every single match, every single game, every single goal. You have to accept that. Accept that you lost that game. Okay, you lost it. Alright, cool. What's the bigger war at hand here? If you're playing for MMR, okay, you lost 3 games in a row. Okay, you lost that battle. Well, if you win the next 6, your MMR will probably plus out anyway, so there you go. Win the war. Focus on the war. Number 6. It's only a game. Why you have to be mid? Because at the end of the day, this is only a game. No one here gets paid to do anything in MLE. No one here gets paid for Rocket League. Like, if you miss a goal in Rocket League, that does not determine if you eat that night or not. It does not determine if you get to pay off a bill. Like, we are here to have fun. If you can't have fun with it, and you end up getting super mad at it, that's only detracting to yourself and to everybody around you, and you don't want that. You don't want that. At the end of the day, I'm sure everyone here wants to have a good, awesome Rocket League experience. Okay? Number 7. Recognize your opponents are good players and that you are also a good player. If you are in MLE, you are in the top, I think, 20% of Rocket League players automatically. Like, automatically. If you come to these practices, you are a really good player automatically. Because it takes time and effort and dedication to get up to even so much as like upper diamond. Okay? Like, Sobi's been busting his ass off and he made the champ. He's been playing this game like for freaking, I don't know, like 500 hours a week. Script is like high in like upper mid like GC. I'm not sure the exact like rank is, but like he's been grinding pretty hard, playing this game quite a bit. And I think Match League players are within the top, what, less than 1% or 1% of players maybe?
5%.
Oh, you know what, that there's 99.5% people who are lower ranked than you. Recognize that you are a good player and that your opponents are also good players. Even the average rank in Rocket League, I think, is like gold. So understand that, like I said, if you are above gold, you are an above average player. You are a good player, and your opponents are good players, and your teammates are good players. So if you lose, you lost to a good player. If you're not playing well, you just weren't playing at your highest level ability, which, guess what, is still pretty freaking high. Recognize that and, you know, move on with it. Any questions, feel free to drop in the coaching corner. And if you don't have a question, give me a thumbs up emoji. I would love to see it. I love that picture of Gon and Killua. Hey, tell me don't miss. Alright, bro. You have a question? Yes, Sobi. I love your question. I'm using this. Oh, that is not what I want to pull up yet. I'm using this time to drink water because I didn't realize how much talking this would be. So. This is awesome, by the way. Thank you, Lord Farquaad. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, if you're asked a question, you can just ask a question on mute. You don't have to type it. That's easier. I'm recording this for people who couldn't make it, so That's the reason I want everyone to like mute up, so it would clean, have the audio be a lot cleaner. All right. What is the worst tilt I've experienced as well as the best? I'll show you, actually. So the worst tilt I ever experienced actually came at an instant. A lot of you seen this already. I know it's a meme at this point. Okay? It's a meme at this point. But it is very important that I pull this up properly. Okay, here we go. Alright, so, for those of you who know the clip, y'all know this is about to happen. So, essentially, I got really upset at someone. Actually, no, it's not me. This isn't me. I saw someone else get super tilted, okay? And you'll see the consequences of his actions in less than 5 seconds. So, backstory. This is a hockey game that I was playing back in like 2017, 2018. Okay? And I'm the goalie, and we'll let you watch what happens. I'm in the top left up here. Top left. Alright. Here we go. So, besides the obvious, you know, me bragging how I, you know, won that altercation. So this player right here, the one who charges me, he made this decision from at least half ice, okay? And he was extremely tilted. They're losing by 3 goals in the 3rd period in a heated game. He was not happy, okay? And he thought it was a good idea in his tilted mind to run up and, you know, charge the goalie. Which, you know, ended with 1, 2 punches to the face, which I will say left him and my knuckles really bloody. Was it worth it for him? No, because then he got banned from the rink for life. Okay? He was fucking tilted. He was tilted. That is the worst one I have experienced. The best one I have seen and experienced for myself. I was... Let's see. Ironically, I don't remember the... Okay, it was during lacrosse. So, I think it was hockey, the same team. So, during we were playing hockey, and my team hadn't scored a single goal, and their team hadn't scored a single goal. It was a 3rd period, and I'm getting blasted with at least like 15 shots in the 3rd period, and they're just going everywhere. But I had so many saves beforehand, and I was hyping myself up, my teams were hyping me up, where I just felt like comfy. I felt good. Like every shot felt like it was, like I could see it. It was butter, it was easy, I wasn't missing anything. Okay? And I made sure, I'll get to the next point on a little bit later on about how I achieved that state of mind. So, the best positive tilt is when I get a lot of touches, a lot of like positive reinforcement, and a lot of chances to prove my ability to not only myself but also my teammates and the people around me. Alright. So, thank you for that question. I appreciate that. Okay. Does anyone else have another question before I continue? If not, just give me a thumbs up. Boom. Alright. Cool. I love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you for giving me your time, too. I appreciate it. Alright. Now. This is a big one. This is the biggest one. Okay? How to manage a teammate's tilt. Because we all have had that teammate where you can hear it. They start blaming everything else. The comms get quiet. The room gets awkward. And you want to like say some shit, but you can't because you feel like they're on the hair trigger. So here's how we manage teammates' tilt. Okay? And this is very situational. You don't want to do all of these in the exact same situations, but these are generally good guidelines. Everyone's different. I'm different. But being open and transparent is usually really good. So number one is be critical about them, but not negative. For instance, if me and DJ are in a series playing twos, I see DJ getting angry, getting upset, I'd be like, DJ, calm down. You're getting tilted. We just got to do X, X, and Y, and then we'll start seeing improvement. Okay? Now, mind you, right there, I wasn't being negative. I wasn't being like, DJ, you're a detriment to the team. You're horrible. Stop being shitty. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I meant either. I was critical of him because, like I said, if he is like me, we can disassociate our Rocket League performance from each other, from our personal beings. Okay? Now, once you do that and you're critical, you have to also, number two and number three, trust them with plays and get them involved. If you notice your teammate's getting a little, meh, he's missing a lot of balls, not hitting things straight, if you have a space to give him a shot, toss him a pass. And if they hit it, they feel better. I've never felt someone get so untilted faster than when I hit them with the quick, like, bang, bang pass. Instantly untilted. Now, everyone's different, again, but when someone doesn't feel involved with the game, they feel like they're being a negative detriment to it, scoring a goal or, having them set up for a great pass, or making a great save, or making them involved in the play is a great way to bring them back out of that hole. Okay? If the tilt's getting too much, like per game, and you can, force them to take a break. Like, I've done things where I'm like, all right, I'm going to go get some food real quick, I'll be right back. And I'll go for like 30 minutes while they calm down, or I'll go for like 5-10 minutes, get some walk, get some break, make them take a break without you. Or even, like I said, in MLE, ask for a server reset, even if you don't need it. Like, take that time to get them to calm down and like break away from it. And be like honest with them too, if you can. Sometimes you'd be like, hey dude, you're getting tilted, let's take a break. And like I said, I'll make you take a break, get off the game. I'll be back in 5 minutes, then we can play some more. Number 5, communicate your concerns in gameplay with them. Now, again, this goes back to number 1. Be critical about it, but not negative. Okay? I have told people before, like, hey, listen, I need you to hit those. But I'm not necessarily being like, hey, you're bad. Because you're not, because, if you miss a ball, you miss a ball. It happens. Like, we all have whiffed. If you have not whiffed, you're a liar. And make sure, like, they know you have your concern about gameplay too, so they're not just feeling on an island. If you think it's something with your gameplay, then bring that up. Be like, hey, I'm not like hitting you right on these passes. I'm not covering you back. I'm not rotating. I'm hogging too much boost. Like, communicate that concern and bring them back with you. You're a team. Bring them back on the same page. Number 6, praise them, hype them up, help them recognize that, hey, listen, we are a good team, we are good players, and we're going to be like successful in what we do. We're going to do this. We're going to bang this out, and we're going to get this W no matter what. Okay? Praise them. They do something good. Anything good. Be like, yo, thank you. If they're rotating clean, like, yo, good rotations, we're clean. Good pressure, good pressure. If they're, take a nice shot, but it gets saved, like, ooh, good try, go again, go again. Like, keep the positive reinforcement going. A happy Rocket League player is a good Rocket League player. Okay? Number 7. This is very strong. A lot of people need to understand how important this one is. This is probably the most important one next to number 8. Be a rock. Okay? You have to be the person where if your teammates are getting tilted, you have to be the one that keeps them grounded, like holds them down. Nothing is worse than when you're playing threes and all 3 of your teammates are tilted and you're all screaming at each other, and then you get a situation where people like rage quit in the middle of RLCS. Toxicity breeds toxicity, rage breeds rage, anger breeds anger. Be a rock. Be there to help them, keep them grounded. And number 8, be consistent in your communication. This is huge because if you don't, I'm always blunt and like direct with people, and I don't change that, because if I do change that, people pick up on that. Like, wait, why are you being so like sidewinder around me now? Like, what did I do? What did I overdo? versus like, oh, that's a dummy, he always talks like a fucking asshole, then, you know, at least you know it's normal. Nothing has changed. Nothing is normal. Things are normal. You want to keep all of the communication normalized. Okay? Alright, so. Oh, sorry. And also number 8, too. Very rarely is a silent VC, a silent voice channel, a good VC. Okay? Very rarely. If you need to talk about, you know, random stuff, talk about random stuff. Like, keep it going, keep it going. Don't force yourself. And if you guys are actually vibing quietly, then, you know, vibe quietly. But if a VC goes silent and there's tilt, it's never great. It is never great. Alright, any questions? Any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts? While I take a swig of this water. If not, can I get a water in the chat? There we go. There are the drips. I love it. All right. Hey, I love the water. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Okay. Play this Wooper here. That is a water Pokemon. I appreciate that. Alright. Cool. So, next one. Positive tilt. Here's how we get into positive tilt. Now, there's also a concept called flow, which I'm not going to get into today. That's for another day. Of getting to a perfect state where you're playing at your most optimal whilst being the most focused. It is a great state to be in. If you want some videos for that, DM me after and I can shoot them to you, or I'll post them in Coaching Corner. But today we'll talk about positive tilt. So, how to create positive tilt. Number 1, practice consistently. If you are comfortable playing the game, you will get into flow state. You will get into a positive tilt. If you are uncomfortable with balls on the wall, when a ball goes on the wall, you're gonna get stressed out. If you are comfortable with challenging someone in net, you will be comfortable and you can think forward and make a better play after that. Okay? If you are uncomfortable doing it during an air dribble and go for an air dribble, you're not going to be comfortable. Okay? Number 2, practice consistently. Because practicing consistently is that important for getting comfortable in developing positive tilt. It is, no matter how positive you can be, if you do not practice your mechanics, you do not practice your skills at the game, you will not be able to maximize your mental position in the game. Okay? Number 3, compliment yourself. It's okay. If you hit a nice shot, I don't like when people are not, like, you don't have to be humble, okay? Kendrick lied. He said, sit down, be humble. No, that doesn't apply to you, okay? No. If you did something cool, be like, yo, I did that cool thing. And if you want to watch a replay of it, fuck it, watch a replay. For instance, I thought this was pretty fucking cool. Watch. I beat this dude's ass. Right here. Watch. See? Boom. Nope. Off gloves. 1, 2, And look, and I pulled off, because guess what? I'm a good guy. I'm a smart guy. It's like, we're going to do the run back. We're doing the run back. Like, watch the form on my right hand here. See? Watch the form. Ready? 1, 2. And that's all I needed. Just 2 and done. 2 and done. I'm a classy dude, okay? One more time for my ego. Okay? I'm confident in myself. I love myself. I love showing this clip, by the way, in case y'all couldn't tell. Just bang, bang, bang. There we go. Okay. Enough of that. So yeah, like I said, you did something cool, watch it back. Watch replay back. Do it. Number 4, do what comes naturally. Don't force yourself to be out of your skin during a game, okay? Save that for practice. And that is why number 1, 2, and number 7 are practice consistently. Okay? Whatever comes natural in the game. If you feel comfortable dribbling, you feel comfortable just booming the ball down the field, you know, if you need it, just do what's comfortable, okay? But you always want to make sure what is comfortable is not limiting you either. You always want to be able to, again, practice consistently so you can have more things that come naturally to you, so you have more options available. If you never ever do a ceiling shot, you're gonna be fucking scared to do a ceiling shot in a match. If you never play on the wall, you're gonna be scared to play on the wall in a match. If you do that in practice a lot, you're gonna be used to it. It's gonna be like, oh, okay, this is just Tuesday. Like nothing special, nothing different. With that, number 5 is a bit contradictory, but I want you to be adventurous. Okay? If it comes naturally to you, try it. There's been times when I think the best one I saw was in, I think, the FL Finals. Sobi went for a ceiling shot. Okay? He had no business going for it. No offense, still love you, Sobi, but he had no business going for that shot. Okay? Bulk of the air, but he was feeling himself. He was feeling it. Okay? For instance, back to this clip with Clay. This shot over here. Was it this one here? I think it was this one. Okay?
Kick out, Durant did well just to catch it.
Not that one. But anyway, like, he had no business taking that one shot. You know what I'm talking about. Off in the corner. But it came naturally. He's like, all right, screw it. I'll just pull up and just do it. Listen to your brain, listen to your body, and just do what comes naturally in game. Because if it comes naturally to you, and it feels a bit out of your comfort level, that means you're growing. You're growing. You're not scared to take risk. Which, surprisingly, the human brain really likes taking risks. You get that dopamine. You get that hit of that good serotonin, that good shit, the good shit. Okay? And number 6, hype up your teammates. I cannot stress this enough. Hype up your teammates. If your teammates are doing good stuff, like, hype them up, because it'll make you feel better. It'll make them feel better. And you'll feel so much more strong about playing with your teammates if you can hype them up. Because guess what? Script, one thing Script does really well, and I will say, whenever I do anything, he will hype my ass up all the time. And I love that shit. I eat that up. Maybe I'm a narcissist. I am. But you know what? If someone does something, yo, let them know they did something good. Okay? People like to know when they succeed. People like, social confirmation. And if your teammates, you probably think relatively high of your teammates. Like, think good of them. So think of, okay, so right now, good explanation, good example. Think of the one person who you care about the most right now, you love the most, you think about the most. Okay? Now imagine them saying, you did a good job today. I'm proud of you. I love you. Aww. Ooh, I got all giddy. I'm sure someone was like, "Aw," in their head. I know I did. I sure still did. I'm excited. I get to talk to her tonight. Woo! All right.
The empty void sets in. Feels bad.
Script, I love you.
Script, DJ loves you. Listen, DJ took time out of his busy life to give you time out of his day. He don't even do that for me. He loves your ass, okay? He's here for you. All right? He loves you. Script carrying ML. Miko's not even in here. And she said that. Boom. Right there. Perfect.
I'm the worst A or CL player, and I like you.
You're the worst.
Hey, remember,
I don't know about worst, but
Sobi, remember what I said?
I think you're pretty good.
Don't ever self-deprecate. Ever.
I don't want to make people feel like they're worse than me.
Well, I would say you guys are pretty equal. That's just my standing of it, but I wouldn't think anyone's worse or better. I'd just say y'all are equal.
All right, now moving on here. Next slide here. Let's go. How to manage teammates' positive tilt. This is an interesting one because I think a lot of people don't think about this too hard. Because if your teammate's on a positive tilt, you want to listen. The best example was watching Steph Curry in the entire Golden State Warriors when Clay was popping off with 60 points in a game. Okay. Number 1, let them pop off. Let them pop off. If, let's say, Script has 5 goals in a game and 2 of them were ceiling shot, redirect, double taps, musty flicks, I'm like, yo, Script, get the ball. I got you. I'm back. Just have fun. Just let it rip. Just let it go. Okay? If Carol dunks the shit out of 3 different defenders all at once in one challenge, I'm like, yo, girl, get your paper, boo boo. Get your paper. Get it going. Be chilling. if DJ's like making like hot beats, I'm just put on the stank face and I'm just twerking. I'm just twerking. I'm just letting them go. Okay? Just let them go. Number 2, be consistent in playstyle. Here's why you want to be consistent in your playstyle. If you start changing things up, they can't, it's hard for them to read, hard for them to kind of let them go off in their own mind and let them just kind of sink it in. You want to make it easier for them to read you, to understand what's going on, to see what's around you. Okay? So be consistent in your playstyle with that. Number 3, hype them up. Like I said, hype them up, talk them up, let them go. Bring them up. You want to make them be so hyped up that they think they can do no wrong. But, number 4, keep them grounded. If I see Script kind of doing some dumb shit, though, I'd be like, yo, bro, you're doing good. I like that. Keep it up. But, like, pull back. Rotate out. Rotate out. Rotate out. Rotate out. Okay? It's like when your homie starts to, like, do a... Let's say you're, you know, doing a diss battle, okay? And he's cooking somebody. Straight cooking. Put them on the spit roast. To being like, yo, mama's so fat. She has 2 gravitational orbits. And they're both sponsored by Weight Watchers. Okay? Yo, daddy's so bald. They shined his head, and NASA wanted to sign him to a 5-year contract for a laser. Just cooking them. Okay? Keep them grounded, though. Keep them grounded. Don't let them get too bad. Don't let them start, you know, getting too bad, too, like, crazy about everything. And number 5, keep them focused on the game. It's easy to let them kind of, like, focus on other things. It's hard to let them... Alright, someone tell him to join. Tell, Luigi to join. Like that. Like me. I got unfocused right there. You want to keep your opponent from not doing that. Sorry, keep your teammate from not doing it. Keep them focused, okay? Keep your comms up. Call out what's on them. Like, let their brain kind of, like, focus completely on the game. And number 6, listen to them. Okay? Pay attention to how they're feeling. Pay attention to how they are, like talking, to what their comms are, and just let them vibe out. Figure out how they're like doing. Because sometimes that positive tilt can go really quickly into like negative tilt if you don't pay attention. And number 7, this is a big one. Do not, and I can't stress this enough, everyone type this exactly what I'm about to say in the chat right now, okay? Ready? Do not put negative stresses on your teammate if the game is going well, okay? Everyone type that out in Coaching Corner right now. Do not put negative stresses on teammates if the game is going well. Do not put negative stresses on teammates if the game is going well. Script, say that exactly as I said it. Exactly, right, type it exactly as I said it. Yes, thank you. Okay, perfect. This is a big one. What will this also mean here too? If teammates is one word? Either way, close enough. If, you know, they're doing well, they're playing well, don't say some dumb shit. Don't be like, well, listen, you know, fucking bomb went off in South Korea. Don't be like, you know, we're still not making it to the playoffs. Don't be like, oh, the other team is just, you know, really bad, they're really negative. Don't be all, hey, just so you know, like, you still have homework due in like 45 minutes you should have done earlier. Don't, and I will quote Script. Don't fuck with your team. Don't fuck with your boys' vibe. Don't fuck with your homies' vibe. Don't fuck with your teammates' vibe. Okay, let them vibe out. All right. So, do you have any questions before I move on to the last section, the Sidomi Mentality? If you have a question, you can just speak up. You unmute and speak up, or if not, give me a smiley face in the chat.
How does one create tilt?
Which
Like
way?
if you wanted to create positive tilt.
Okay,
You
positive.
obviously don't want to create negative tilt, but
Sure, positive
depending
tilt.
on who you are. But...
Okay, how to create positive? Okay, so the first thing that for me that I say some more practical advice is just whenever you're playing like in a match,
No, but like I'm talking like if you're in like
Mhm.
say you're like in a really like stressful situation, right? And like you know that things are kind of like stagnant and you know things feel weird, right? Or
Mhm.
like you're in a really pressured situation, how do you create that tilt for yourself without the the precursor of practice consistently and things like that? Like, yes, say you're playing at your absolute best. How do you how do you create the mindset for it?
Ah,
Because that's
perfect.
the thing I struggle with the most is creating that momentum for myself. Because I'm not scared of the game, but I am scared of how I play, if that makes sense.
Okay, perfect. Actually, that's a great segue into the next part. Why I never lose in Rocket League. The Sidomi Mentality. Okay, question will be answered in this next section. If not, I will revisit it again, and after you get some new information here, then we'll revisit. So,
I bet.
all right. I have never lost a game of Rocket League in my life. I've not won games. I've never lost. Okay. Now you're asking how have I done that? Well, I adopted something called the Sidomi Mentality, which has been my mentality since I started playing sports in high school. For those who don't know, when I played lacrosse, we would lose a lot. Badly. 20 to nothing. If I didn't develop this mentality, I would have fucking started drinking at 16. It was bad. But with what I'm going to tell you in the next few clips, next few slides, it will change your life. And I mean this. It will change your life. Guaranteed. Or your money back for this session. Now, here's a question. Everyone, in chat right now, answer this question. When is a Rocket League game unwinnable?
When
In chat, in chat, in chat.
oh.
DJ's close, but not quite correct. Okay. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting close. All right. So, a Rocket League game is unwinnable when the clock says 0 and there's a 2 or more goal deficit. That is when the game is unwinnable. Like literally, that is when the game is actually it is impossible to win if you have a 2 goal or more deficit at 0 seconds. And that is the only time the game is unwinnable. The only time. Only time. Now, the scoreboard. A little personal, like practical tip here. I recommend turning your interface down for your game down to like 40 to 60%, so it's smaller. Unless it's hard for you to read, like you wear glasses or something along those lines. Having a smaller scoreboard makes you think about it less because you see it less. Okay. And if you're not ready to adopt this mentality like immediately, then it's a good way to start. But the scoreboard, it only matters at 0-0. The scoreboard only determines the level of risk you're allowed to take at certain milestone times. So if you are at a minute and you're down by 3 goals, you can take more risks that will leave you more defensively open if it leads to a score. Okay? Because you need to score that goal in that time, obviously. If it's 1 goal down at 4 minutes and 50 seconds, okay, scoreboard does not matter. It does not matter. For those of my friends who play Magic the Gathering, the scoreboard is a resource, just like life is a resource. It only matters when there are zeros and there's a certain amount left. Just like chess. similar to chess. Okay. Now, the Sidomi mentality is very important because you need to think about 3 things: your teammates, your opponents, and yourself. Okay. So let's start with your teammates. Okay. You have to think about your teammates as being just as, if not more, capable than you at Rocket League. Okay. Your teammates are always able to assist you. Your teammates are good people trying to have fun and win the game. They have the same goals as you. They want to win. They want to be really good. They want to be very good. They they're trying their very best. Like, very few people in Rocket League I know play games and they don't try their very best. Okay? They are very, 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 trying very hard to, like, win. They're very competitive, just like you. Okay? They are. Your teammates always deserve respect. Always. No problem, Sobi. Have a good one. The rest of this will be up. I will upload this probably to YouTube and, like, share it out. Okay? And all of your teammates are well-meaning. They all mean well. They're all trying their best. They deserve respect. In other words, treat your teammates, like they're your family. Even in solo queue, even in MLE, always treat them as best as you possibly can. Now, your opponents. Here's how you think about your opponents. They are just as good as you are at Rocket League. Okay? Your opponents will always give you a challenge. They always play. Go ahead.
Before we continue, do you mind taking a look at what Miko put in chat? I kind of want you to touch on that.
Sure.
Yeah, I want you to address it.
Okay. Let's see. Be careful about audible expression. So, like, negative tone and size. Even what's being said, Scoreboard still really fucks me up. Yes. So, as always, you can't control what other people do. So, honestly, Miko does make a good point. You always want to know your teammates, especially if you're in voice comms. You're generally, unless you're in 4-mans, you generally know, like, how they are. So some people, words themselves can be, fine. Other people, there's very subtle, like, emotional things that they can pick up, like very tiny things. Like, if I hear Script go like, okay, or like certain inflections, that means something different. Now, for me, I require people who talk to me to be straight up, direct, and if you can't be direct with me, then I don't think we're friends, because then you don't trust me. Then, again, that's me. I know things are hard to communicate with, but communication is a very important thing. Communication is very nonverbal. It can be very verbal. It can be very, like, even in cars. So for Rocket League, the only time you know when someone's rotating out is how they turn their car and how they drive away. So I know every Rocket League player that's decent can pick up on small cues like that, just from that fact alone. Okay, so any other questions before I continue? But you can unmute to ask a question if you want, or you can type it in chat, your choice. I'm in this tweet, I feel attacked. Okay, cool. Alright. So, back to the Sidomi mentality. Your opponents. They are just as good as you as Rocket League. They will always give you a challenge. They always play very optimally. They make very few mistakes. They are human, and they develop patterns. Your goal is to find that pattern. They have strengths and weaknesses. And at the end of the day, even if they're super toxic, they are generally good people trying to have fun, and they're relatively friendly. When they type something in chat, they generally mean it in a good meaning way. They aren't trying to be toxic. They aren't trying to be mad. They aren't trying to be like a piece of shit. They are genuinely just trying to, have fun and be friendly. Good people trying to have fun. This is how you must think about your opponents every single time. Every single time. Now, for, I think, the hardest part of all of this, bring it back to ourselves. Okay? Your mindset. Now, I want everyone to unmute with me. Okay? We're going to say these things out loud. And if you don't want to unmute, you don't have to unmute, but I want you to say it out loud no matter what. Okay? So, the first bullet point. Let's say it. Actually, let's go down the line, okay? And I want you to say I instead of you. So, I will start first. I am the best Rocket League player on the field, but by a very small margin. Kara.
I am the best Rocket League player on the field, but by a very small margin.
DJ.
I am the best Rocket League player on the field, but by a very small margin.
Mr. Farquad.
I am the best Rocket League player on the field, but by a very small margin.
Peyton.
I'm the best Rocket League player on the field, but by a very small margin.
Script.
I am the best Rocket League player on the field, but by a very small margin.
Perfect. All right. When you're thinking about this, you are always the best player on the field, but by a very small margin, because your teammates are just as good as you are, and your opponents are just as good as you are, but you're better by a very small amount, which means you have to try your damn hardest on the field every moment. You have to give it your all, okay? But you will come out on top because you are the best player on the field. Number 2. Do it again. We're going to change your with my, okay? The opponents are playing on my field. Kara.
The opponents are playing on my field.
One more time, 'cause I like hearing it from you. One more time.
I like talking like this in the game too, so it's fun. The opponents are playing on my field.
Perfect.
This is my house.
Exactly. Exactly. This is your house. You pay rent here. This is your house. DJ.
The opponents are playing on my field.
Thank you. One more time. One more time. Make it sassy.
The opponents are playing on my field. My field.
Wait, whose
Ain't
field?
your field.
Whose field?
My field. My field. MAI. My field.
Do they pay rent?
No, they ain't paying rent because they ain't allowed in.
Did they even bring any food over?
Nope.
No? Then what are they doing on your field?
They are allowed here to be here temporarily until I choose not to them to be on the field anymore.
Perfect. Farquad, what's up?
The opponents are playing on my field.
Whose field?
Mine.
Whose?
It's definitely mine.
It's yours. Is it? Is it?
Oh,
though?
of course. Oh, it is. There's no question about that.
Okay, good. All right. Peyton.
The opponents play on my field.
Whose field?
Mine.
Whose?
Mine.
Is it your field, though? Do you own it?
Yeah.
Then why are they on it?
I mean, I just let them. They can try to prove it that they deserve it, but I'm not gonna let them.
Okay. Okay. Script.
The field is mine, and the opponents are playing on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this analogy. It's like when my friends come over to play Magic. They may beat my ass, but it's still my house, so you gotta go after you're gone. It's still my house.
I like to think it's Ayo, it's my court, and I'm just saying, Ayo, let them shoot. That's
All
rough.
right. Okay, next one. This is my favorite one. So, this is my ball. I only share it with my teammates. Kara.
This is my ball. I only share it with my teammates.
Wait, whose ball?
My ball.
Who do you share it with?
My teammates?
Okay, so what if the opponents want the ball?
No, they can't have it.
Okay. Well, they really want it though.
No, I demo.
Okay, cool. I like that, DJ. So put his camera on for some bullshit.
That's my ball. When it's time for me to go with my ball, I'm gonna leave with my ball.
Okay. Now let's say, there's a 50 on the field. Whose ball is it?
It's still my ball. It's 100% my ball, 0% their ball. They can 50 that ball, but it's 100% my ball.
Okay. Whose ball is it? Whose ball is it?
Dude, you ask me again. You know whose ball it is, Sidomi.
Alright, cool. Alright. Farquad?
Oh, this is definitely my ball, and I'm only sharing it with my team.
Okay. It is your ball, right?
Oh, definitely.
Are you sure about that?
There's no question about that. Oh, I'm positive.
You sure? You don't sound that positive.
Yeah. They can come and try to take it.
Okay. Peyton.
This is my ball, and I'm only sharing it with my team.
Okay. Why? Why is it not your opponent's ball? Why can't you share it with them?
Because it's my field and it's my ball, and they can't take it, and I'm not gonna let them.
Exactly. I love it. I'm sorry. One more time. Say it for me in the back, 'cause I don't think they heard you. I don't think they heard you in the back.
It's my field, it's my ball, and they can try to take it, but I'm not gonna let them.
Good, good, good.
That's right, Peyton.
Script. Tell me.
Please.
Whose ball is it?
It's my team's ball, and I ain't letting no one touch it.
Alright. Well, they want to run the set, though. What's up, though?
Bet, let them. I'll bring it real close to them. I'll fake them last minute.
Ooh, okay.
That's all there is to it.
Okay.
Break them axles.
There we go. Okay. Now, next one. My teammates will do their damn hardest to win with us, to win with me. Kara.
Teammates will do their damn hardest to win with me.
I'm sorry, what are they going to do?
They're going to try their damn hardest, Sidomi.
Gotcha. What are your teammates going to do?
They're going to try their goddamn hardest.
Perfect. DJ.
They're gonna try their hardest, and they're gonna put their blood, sweat, and tears out there. They're gonna let their octane out on the line for them. The dominance. It's gonna be flipped over, smoking, but it's gonna be, it's gonna be hard worked out. Your teammate, my teammates, gonna play the absolute best. And that's the hardest. They'll play 129% because that's how they do.
Okay. Farquaad.
Was your team or fuck? I'm sorry. I'm laughing.
That's fine.
Which is so funny.
I'll say it again, and I want you to.
My teammates will try their damn hardest to win with me.
Will they?
Yes, they will.
They
There's
will.
no question about that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I made it, but I missed like practically all this, so y'all gonna need to catch me up.
Don't worry. How this? We'll catch you up at the end because I want you to do all these all at once. It'll be great. We're gonna love it.
Oh,
all right. Peyton.
My teammates can do their hardest to win with me.
Your teammates will do what now?
They're gonna do their hardest to win with me.
Are they dedicated to you?
Yeah.
Are you dedicated to them?
Yeah.
Are you gonna lay your car on the line for them?
Yeah. If it means we can win, then I'm gonna do it. It means we can both, or three, we can all improve. I'll do it.
Boom. I love it. Script.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm.
My team gonna ride with me, and they gonna die with me. That's it.
Mm-hmm. My nigga. That's what I'm talking about. What's good?
That's the one.
Let's go. All right. Now, I'll make y'all say this 10 times all together.
Bet.
The forfeit button does not exist.
The forfeit button.
Are we doing it in sync?
Button does not exist.
It's gonna sound horrible because it's Discord, but one more time, the forfeit button does not exist.
The forfeit button does not exist.
Caro, what's a forfeit button?
Doesn't exist. What are you talking about? I don't know what that is.
DJ, what's a forfeit button?
What?
Farquaad, what's a forfeit button?
Man, you're speaking foreign language to me, man.
Peyton, what's a forfeit button?
What'd you say?
Script, what's a forfeit button?
It's that stimulus check, bro.
Oh, damn.
Damn. What's a forfeit button?
No habla inglés.
Perfect. All right. I'm bringing it with speed. Okay. This is the mindset I want you to go into every single Rocket League game with. Okay. But first, I need you to go back, because I will go back for you, because I want you. This is important. Ready? So, repeat after me. Okay. Your teammates are just as, if not more capable than you at Rocket League.
Your teammates are just as, if not more than capable at you at Rocket League.
Not your teammates. Not my teammates. Your teammates.
Right.
Okay. Your teammates are able to assist you.
Your teammates are able to assist you.
Not my teammates, your teammates.
Not my teammates, your teammates. God Christ.
Okay. My teammates have the same goals as me.
My teammates have the same goal as me.
Okay. My teammates are good people trying to have fun and win.
My teammates are good people trying to have fun and win.
Perfect. My teammates are trying their very best, so I have to do the same.
My teammates are trying their very best, so I have to do the same.
My teammates deserve respect.
My teammates deserve respect.
My teammates are well-meaning.
My teammates are well-meaning.
Perfect. My opponents are just as good as me at Rocket League.
My opponents are just as good as me as at Rocket League.
My opponents will always give me a challenge.
My opponents will always give me a challenge.
My opponents will always play very optimally.
My opponents will always play very optimally.
My opponents are humans and develop patterns.
My opponents are human and develop patterns.
My opponents have strengths and weaknesses.
My opponents have strengths and weaknesses.
My opponents are good people trying to have fun.
My opponents are good people trying to have fun.
My opponents are relatively friendly.
My opponents are relatively friendly.
Perfect. All right. For the next and last one, I'm not gonna have you repeat this one, but this one has to be. This one I have 5 more slides just for this one because this is this
Holy
important.
shit. Damn.
You must be hyper focused on the next play in the game at all times.
I think it's stuck on the mindset one.
Oh no, it is. It's there. It's the last bullet point.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. No, you're good, you're good.
He skipped over a slide to get here.
Yeah.
All gravy. So now hyper focus and you. Now, who here knows what? Oh, I hate that it clicks. Who here is familiar with hyper focus? Type in coach's coaching corner your answer.
If we know what it is.
Yes, or just what your idea of it is. While I get a sip of this water that I'm out of.
Rip. I got a glass half full myself.
I like that you said half full. That's smart. All right.
Half empty.
No, we're half full.
No. What the fuck is juice? What does empty mean? That's not part of the Sidomi mentality. What is that? No. What?
It's
No.
drink.
It's drink.
It's that burp.
Water is the healthy drink. We know this.
The lean.
All right, we'll have to be muted.
Okay, cool. All right. So, hyper focus. All right, cool. I like the answers. Caro, very close. Script. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but I guess.
It's not being smooth brained. Duh.
I
Ain't.
guess.
I get it. Smooth brain ain't. Gotcha. Okay, yes. It's good. That is very close to it. Being so in the zone, nothing distraction, I am breathing. Yes, but please breathe so you don't die at the computer. That'd be really awkward. DJ, flow state. Yes, it is a key to getting into flow state really easily. This is a life hack. How to get into flow state almost instantaneously. Now,
Flow state sound like an insurance company.
Hyper focus is when you're so focused on the game, so focused on Rocket League, so focused on the next thing that's going to happen, where everything I said before cannot affect you because you're too focused on the game. Now, with hyperfocus, a lot of people, if you have ADD, I am so sorry. This is a part of your superpower, and it's hard to train. If you're a normal person, I'm not sure how your brain works. I'm not sure if it'll work for you the same way it works for me. But if you can attain this, you will change your game forever. Now, hyperfocus is really easy. In theory.
Shout out to all my people with an attention disorder.
All you have to do is always ask yourself a question. Okay? When you're playing Rocket League, always ask yourself a question. On kickoff, take a note of the player on kickoff. Take a note of the player on kickoff on both sides. How have they been playing kickoff so far? Are they going for the inside route? Are they going the outside route? Or where's everybody else on the field? Which player's in which position? Always ask yourself a question. I have questions up on here that I ask myself. This is how my brain process goes when I'm in the middle of a game. I'm always asking myself a question. Always. Luckily, I'm not verbalizing all these because I don't think I have enough time to say all this. But internally, I'm asking myself all these questions, giving myself answers as fast as possible. Always ask a question. And that's going to be part of the rest of our training for tonight. Asking questions. I'm going to have you guys... Oh, sorry. I'm skipping ahead. Sorry, ADD. So, I'm going to give you a few extra seconds to read through all this for questions you could ask to improve your gameplay.
I love all this. The one thing I would say, Sidomi, I feel like sometimes you can get caught up in overthinking about those things where you're not focused on the play at hand kind of thing. I think it's good to ask those questions in the moment when you can't be thinking about it every single... You can't be thinking about, like, what happens if there's a hole in the wall, what happens here kind of thing, I think.
Ah, and there I go to my next slide. If everybody's ready.
Mhm.
If you're ready, you can just do a quick little yep. Or smiley face, your choice.
Yep.
You're...
Okay.
Yeah.
Eat.
Yep, cool. Alright. Always ask questions in the present tense. Never in the past, rarely in the future. Never in the future. Am I following the boost lanes? Do I have enough boost in the next X plays? Now, this isn't a... The way I explain it, it's really hard to do this super focused on just, like, with these questions directly. Over time, you start translating these questions into just, like, seeing things. For instance, if I see DJ going for a dribble, my first thought is, he's never flipped me in his life. So I have that challenge. And there, I just pull the information from the back of my brain to the front, and I put it back in there. I go for it. I always think in the present tense. I take information from the past, but I don't base my current decisions off the past. I don't think about questions in the past like, oh, did I miss that ball? Or, oh, how could I make that other shot better? I'm always thinking, is this shot coming? Is this flick going to be a flick? Is it a hard hit? And I always make sure I answer the next question with the next question. If I have time to make a save, I'm like, okay, I can make this save. Am I dropping this ball to the left side, to the right side? And then if I have more time to think in that point, what's my next play after that? Am I going down to the ground, or am I staying on the wall to pop it back up? Am I looking for a teammate after that pass, or am I pulling out? Do I have enough boost to do all that? And this is the hardest part. This part takes practice. Again, I've been doing this for 20 plus years. So I don't expect anyone to get this overnight. But if you can practice this thought process of just always asking a question and then answering it to yourself, you will help get into positive tilt, flow tilt, and once you can kind of learn where your personal boundary is, where your personal like speed is, you will start to significantly improve each time, each and every time. Now, more questions used to make informed decisions. Do my teammate need that boost pad? Do I either go for air dribbles? Just hyper focus on the gameplay. Okay? Not like I said, you're not always going to sit there and just be like, oh, is he doing this? Are they doing that? Is he doing this in your brain? Sometimes naturally you already ask those questions. For instance, if it's a 3-on-1 situation, your first thought isn't like challenge. You're like, oh shit, 3-on-1. Your brain asked a question already. Your brain asked, okay, am I in a good defensive position? No, let me get back. The human brain is funny. English and spoken language is so slow compared to our brain language that I'm surprised we even get anything like communicated evenly at all. Alright. Give you a few more seconds to read through all of that one.
Why is that last question there?
You'll understand as you get more into Rocket League, Dan.
I have a period at the end of my name. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't. What? No, what the fuck?
Scripts is like, I'm in this and I don't like it.
I'm actually so attacked today. What is this? Man. Man. What, did you take my season? And was like, huh? Never mind. I'm just gonna.
Don't worry, it wasn't. It's a very common thing. I've noticed. It's a very common pattern.
Uh-huh.
Mine's just a joke.
All right, so now this was a lot. I'm not sure how well I explained it because this is a very me thing. I've never really verbalized this too often before. So, any and all questions, please, 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 let me know. You can just speak them out loud for brevity's sake.
Can we apply these things? Sorry, who's on that? Go ahead, Dan. You go first.
Well, no, I was just saying, like, I don't have any questions. You go.
Can we apply everything we learned immediately?
Yes, you can apply it immediately, and we will be doing that after this.
What is the best way to start being prepared for what's going on in the present?
Reword that really quickly, just so I can.
Yeah, gotcha. What's the best way to start, like, prepping your mind to not think about the past, the future, the what if, the what nots if, and just focus on what's going on right now? What's the best way to do that? Because I have an answer in my head, but like I'd like to see what you say.
What I would say is the best way to do that. Just kind of like force yourself to, like, if you can't do it mentally, do it, verbally. Like, ask yourself like those questions, like, of everything you know in Rocket League. For instance, like, the best one I always ask is, like, how much boost do I think they have? Okay. How much do I have right now? Am I in lane for a boost pad? And let your brain kind of just, go through. If you need help, you can even create a progression for yourself. So for me, a good progression to start off with is, am I in a good position? No. Okay. Am I turned around to hit the ball if it turns my way? No. Can I cut the ball? Yes. Okay. It's almost like a flow chart. And once you make that flow chart in your brain, the more you do it, like this is completely a practice thing. For hockey, my thing was always tapping the post. I'd always start by tapping the post, like, am I center in net? Am I showing the right sides? Am I leaving one side open on purpose? Am I leaving one side open by accident? And that would get me, like, center. Is it a odd man rush on the ice? Is it a one-on-one breakaway? Are they a dangler, or are they, like, kind of a bender and they can't shoot? Do they have a fast shot or a slow shot? Are they smart? Are they tiny brain? Do I need to save life or death? And just the more you ask those questions, the more your brain doesn't have space to think about the past or, like, the future, even too much of the future, because you're so focused on answering those questions in your brain. You don't have brain space to do that. It really does not allow you. It's almost a brute force method, I'd say.
Yeah. It's great because I think verbally saying those things has also helped me. Something I've been doing recently is when I solo queue, and what I do now is I calm even though there's no one else listening to me. Like, I calm to make sure I'm not thinking about what the hell my opponent's doing, what the hell my teammates doing. I calm so I'm just focused on the plays right there and make sure I'm making the correct plays instead of getting distracted by the little not important things. I get, and not just calm like intense, like calm like how I would calm like if I was with someone kind of thing. Proper calm, like not just like casual, like there's the ball, like no, taking a shot. I'm going off the wall for this, rotating back post. You have that, even though the person who is saying you have that can't hear me, but still, it's something like it makes me focus on what's happening now, the situation now, and making sure I'm ready for the next play instead of start thinking about letting my mind wander off on other things. Like, I should have went for that air dribble, or I don't know why my teammate went back post when he should be front post. Random shit like that.
Yeah, that's good. And one good benefit too of, like, doing that is, especially if you're a Twitch streamer too, especially, you get used to not having dead air. You used to, like, talking, and by talking those out, you even get to notice your, like, emotions, and you get kind of catch yourself. I'm sure everyone's here has caught themselves saying some weird shit sometimes. It's like, why the fuck did I say that? Like when you're by yourself. And so it
Mhm.
kind of opens up like where your mind is too. There's been times when I've been like, I've gotten irrationally mad over a shot, and I was like, oh shit, I'm tilted. I didn't even notice. Holy fuck. All right, let me take a break or let me like recenter. And then next thing you know, we win game 5 overtime to send us to divisional like champions.
What?
Beautiful, beautiful, good reference.
Oh. All right. Any other questions? Please, open floor. Anything you want to ask. I will love to answer anything and everything.
No.
All right. No questions. Now, time to put
Are we
everyone
gonna
on.
do any drills today? Like any game?
Yes, we will.
In-game stuff?
After this. Immediately after this, actually.
Okay.
Yep. So, now, the last part, most important part. What did you learn from this presentation? We will start with whoever wants to go first. Actually, no.
Me.
Whatever you learned, type it in Coaching Corner and say it out loud as well.
Oh, I'm a slow typer. Fuck.
I learned how to manage tilt and avoid tilting.
Perfect.
I learned it's important to have a oh my god, I wrote it wrong. I learned it's important to have a positive outtake of not only your teammates but yourself as well.
Good, good.
Positive tilt, I've never really thought of it before, but and also managing my own tilting as well.
Good, good. I love that. I love it.
I've
I
never
learned.
thought
You go first. You go first.
No,
I learned how to center and focus on the present plays instead of dwelling in the past, and how to channel positive tilt.
Good. I love it. I'm definitely getting the whole video later for sure. Go on, Peyton.
Thanks.
I never thought about the idea of like always asking questions internally.
Good. I'm glad you got that one. That's a really big one because that helps with a lot of a lot of things, even not just Rocket League, but in life too, like in social interactions. It's a little harder, and it definitely takes a lot of mental like fortitude because you could definitely get in your own head with a lot of things. They're a bit more sensitive than like a video game, but I think it's a good skill to learn like all the time. One of my favorite questions for social interactions even too is, what if I'm wrong? Which has let me live a lot of, be a lot more open to people's different like thoughts and processes. With like LGBTQ folk, I always make sure I answer the question to myself like, what if I'm wrong, when I had different opinions, and now I can understand it a lot more now as a person, and I've grown and made some great friends from it, and I'm really happy that I can like be that self-reflective with myself, and also been able to call out my own shitty behavior in other aspects of my life from asking those questions constantly. Cool. Awesome. Well, I am 100% glad you all had learned something from this presentation. I made this in like 2 hours, so I'm hoping it wasn't too all over the place.
That was sick. It's actually sick.
Awesome.
Let's fucking go, Sidomi.
Awesome.
I loved it. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Actually did very well, especially since you did that in only 2 hours.
Sidomi, that you didn't tell me this before.
Didn't tell you what before?
All this information.
Oh.
I was trying to make it seem like it was negative, but it was actually positive.
listen, that has capped off at 1 hour and 30 minutes. And I'm glad I keep you all entertained for that long. So thank you. Everyone listening to this on whatever platform I decide to put it up on. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a creator anymore. Just fucking watch the shit and get better.
Sidomi Podcast, Spotify.
Boom. All right.
Sidomi did it for 2 years.